ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Atlanta Braves.
Just about to get underway, and starting this one, Chris Sale. What's the scouting report on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Brandon Marsh, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And there's the strike. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That one misses. 2-2. Got him looking. And there's one down. Here's Turner now. And that's in there at the knees. Sale, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. There's a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Could be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, digging for two. Safe at second.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Turner, the runner at second with one away. And that one a little below the knees. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one 95 to finish him off. And here comes Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back at Truist Park, and today's starter, Zach Wheeler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
On the ground to third. Boom. Throws on to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
And the batter now, Austin Riley.
Riley.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Matt Olson, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Nick Castellanos. Sale back to work. Sale, 35 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Allen slings to first, and a quick out number one. JT Real Muto steps in.
JT Real Muto.
Steps on first for the out. This is Bryson Stott.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Now he breaks his bat. Riley. Now the throw to first on the run. Can't pick it up cleanly. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-1.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. He did not go around. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No ball,
1 out,
strikes.
base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Real Muto gathers, throws to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. So here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. And that's down and away. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
White brings it in, and there's 1 down. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. That's in there. 0-1. And that one missing low. Edge of the zone for a strike. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Led off the game with a strikeout. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. There's the strike.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
Now 3-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White.
The left fielder, Eli White.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas on the move to the gap. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch.
Batting in,
and there's one
the
away.
center fielder,
So up next, Michael Harris the second. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-2's the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Nick Allen now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Ripped on a line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back at Truist Park, on to the 4th. Trey Turner at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-0. Here is Bryce Harper.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That's off the inside corner. Yeah, that's ball 2. On the ground, right side. And there's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's Alec Bohm in the dirt. And that one clips the corner. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate, stand on a double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, it's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of
plate,
the fourth.
the
Now it's
right
the right
fielder,
fielder,
Ronald
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Jr.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
They get the out on Acuna. Here is Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle
Now
of the
back,
infield and
first
took it back
baseman,
where it came
Matt
from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Olson.
Here is Matt Olson. In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1's the count.
Well done behind the dish. Oh, 1 now.
Ball, that's outside.
Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's ball
And now it's even up. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now back,
Marcelo Zuna going up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Riley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that.
2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. It'll bring up JT Real Muto. Sale back to work. Real Muto, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2010. He goes down looking. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Late on that fastball.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now back,
2 down, bases empty. And here is Sosa to the plate. Fly to left his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Hey,
0-1's the count.
7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
1 ball,
The 1-2.
2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And now it's 3-2. To the right side, Albies handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Strike three. Got him swinging. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. And that one almost got him. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Phillies leading by a run, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And next for Atlanta, Eli White.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Foul ball there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This is been a treat to watch.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Got it. Inning over on the strikeout. Back at Truist Park, all set for the top of the 6th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Benny really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. And there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's a fair ball.
The batter, number 7.
So man aboard, Trey Turner will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Marsh leads off first with 1 away. And there's a ball. Next pitch, not close, up high. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second.
Michael Harris.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. And that's in there at the knees. And fouled off. And a 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Now
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. 0 for 1 so far. The shortstop takes the ball. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. He caught it behind his back, and very nicely done for the out. Here's Acuna now as has grounded out a couple of times. Swings through that one out in front that time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
0-2 is the count.
And it skips into there. Got him. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the seventh, and now here is Harper. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And misses inside. One missing inside. So now 2-1 to Harper. That one is absolutely belted. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on it.
In the air, right side. Acuna has it sized up. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slide.
Throw on to Olsen, and Castellanos is out. Here comes Real Muto.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And Acuna able to make the grab. Back here in Atlanta, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's Riley now. Just missed. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now.
The first baseman.
Here's Matt Olson. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Way out front for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Curve in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. First pitch is in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. For the top of the
Leading
eighth.
off for
Now it's going to
Philadelphia,
be
the second
Bryson
baseman,
Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
That's too low. And it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Just misses with that one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
And that's in the dirt. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the eighth. On the ground to the left, Allen throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth.
The batter,
Johan
the
Rojas getting ready to hit.
Rojas.
This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That one ripped. And Acuna able to make the grab. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now, Drake Baldwin. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And now 2-1.
2-1.
Slider misses outside.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Full count. 3-2.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And there's a strike.
Well, you can't offer it that pitch in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Eli White. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Banks, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a swing and a miss.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. We go to the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Sale back to work. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
That
ball,
missed by a lot.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today. Trey Turner now. He's already homered. This game.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 48, Rafael Montero.
That one almost got him.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses there. 2-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around. So here is Bryce Harper.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Alec Bohm 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball is outside. And fires in a fastball at 95. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Back at Truist Park. So bottom of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Slider right there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Slider for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Good job to fight that one off. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. And that'll do it. as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the art.
City of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
And now,
First pitch coming your way next.
Your Philadelphia Phillies.
About to get started here, and on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
1-1.
Next offering is in the dirt. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The shortstop takes the ball. The rare K for Mookie. to the dish. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No ball, 2 straight.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto down to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Hard hit, right side. Over to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill, the lefty, Clayton Kershaw.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Little chopper rolls foul. Kershaw, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Swing and a miss at a slider. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. Here's Trey Turner. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And 1 and 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Top of the second. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
The second baseman, Tommy
Edman goes 5 feet 9 inches, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2016. In there at the knees. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Harper. And they tag him out. Will Smith to the plate. And that's downstairs. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1-1.
Next offering is downstairs.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strike.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Swung on, belted. Going back. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells
Edman to second, on to Freeman, double play, inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's down and in. Fought off foul. And that's in the dirt. Gets the bunt down the right side. Oh, a great flip. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
The left fielder.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Michael Conforto will climb in. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. So the batting order turns over. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the runner, takes off. Bunt attempt misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. This one kicks away from Real Muto. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the third, this is Bryson Stott. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A little bit low. 3-1.
3-1.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finish.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Throw to second. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Popped up. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas. In the dirt, blocked. One out and a runner at second. Here in the last half of the third. Kershaw deals. And he grounds one to the right side. Slinging it to first in time. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Struck out looking in the bottom of the first. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
0-2.
0-2 now. And ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one is absolutely belted. Squeezes it, and that is the inning. Start of the fourth, stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. Wheeler back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Foul ball still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there.
2 strike.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Real Muto collects, fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Freddie Freeman.
Freeman stands in here, takes ball one low. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And now 1-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Freeman, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That was the sweeper, but it missed. 4th inning underway. No score. That clips the corner. That one's in there. It's 2-2. That's inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, Trey Turner at the plate. No score. Kershaw back to work, delivers. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And downstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one's in there. And it's 3-2. And before the pitch, he steps off. And he'll step off and take the signs again. Only one more disengagement left after that move. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Kershaw fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So Harper stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And he deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
High fly ball, right field. Conforto makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. What a stop. Gathers and throws. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Max Muncy.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
And that skips in the dirt.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Just missed.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Fastball for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And next for LA, James Outman.
game.
He's someone that you might not
Outman.
describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And there's a foul ball.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to
Now
shoot the
batting,
ball up the
left
middle.
fielder,
Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have
Hernandez.
liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Hernandez takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
This one in the dirt. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Cut on and miss. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Teoscar goes down on strikes. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Los Angeles, Michael Conforto. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Outman on at second with 2 down. Runner takes off for third. Pitch outside. Throw to third. Out! And that will end the inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these Phils, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That one is gone. A solo shot. It's 1-0. So digging in, Bryson Stott worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swing and a miss.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Check swing, called strike.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
That one misses in the dirt. Bunting, and he pops it up. And there's 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Lined into right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
In the air, right field. Conforto puts it away, and there's 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Out at third. And that ends the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And here is Michael Conforto. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies,
Now
Tanner
pitching for the
Banks.
Phillies.
Still a lot of game left,
Number
and
58.
this game could go either way. So
Tanner.
this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 1
Strike
strike.
1. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Drops a bunt down the first base side, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Here's Mookie Betts now. They're 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Breaking ball misses down and away. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Foul ball. On the ground to third. On to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. That ends the frame. Back here in Philadelphia, we go bottom six. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. First pitch just misses. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses.
One ball.
One out,
strike.
base is empty. Base knock right field.
Everything came together for him.
The
That
first
pretty much
baseman,
split the
number
zone
3.
down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a play.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now it's going to be Alec Bohm. In the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Turner off of first with 2 away. Turner runs.
2 balls.
High left throw, safe. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at second. Runner on the go again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Top of inning number 7. Here is Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto gathers, throws to first, got him. One away on the strikeout. Edman up for the third time here, watches that one miss. Strike one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Strike three, and that's two in a row. The batter now will be Will Smith. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that'll do it. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And foul ball. 0-1 down.
Ball.
Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And that one wrapped foul. Next pitch is outside. Slice to right and foul ball.
Now,
Runner at first with no outs here.
number 96, Landon Wright.
That one not close. And the count's full.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And now,
The
Bryson
batter,
Stott.
number 5,
He's 0 for 1.
second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez hauls it in, 2 away. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2.
Sosa.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
No ball.
0-1.
1 strike.
And a foul ball. And that is that. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Not in time. He's safe.
The center fielder, number 33, James.
No outs. Runner at
Outman.
first. And now the center fielder, James Outman. That's in there. That's strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
In there. He's safe. And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at-bat. In the dirt, trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out.
I appreciate wanting to move up there, but that ball didn't get very far away. And getting thrown out as a result, sometimes you can be too aggressive on the bases.
In the dirt, but kept close.
No
Runner
strike.
stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. So the tying run at second. That one missed with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
2 on, 1 out. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In there at the knees. Now 1-2. Puts a bunt down. Turner with the throw to first. And that's an out on the sacrifice. Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. This one kicks away from Real Muto. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Knack back to work. Knack, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Puts a bunt down. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 2. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter, Trey Turner. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
And that one in the air center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Curve in the dirt. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Matt Strahm.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. So last chance for the Dodgers. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Such a good hitter, good player, but when he's in strikeout mode, they can just pile up pretty quickly.
And a slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
A little bit low.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't.
Ouch, that one got him. So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. To third. Boom. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind them to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the art.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Not even close there. And we are underway. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And there's two gone following the strikeout. And here's Freddie Freeman.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
And that's in the dirt. And that skips in the dirt. That misses. Ball 3. In the air, left field, down the line, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Will Smith.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Will Smith. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boy, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. Not in time. He's safe. Freeman up to third on the wild pitch. And the right-hander deals.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner stays put at third. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto makes the grab, and that is that. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Clayton Kershaw. And the left-hander to face the Phillies lineup. Tell me about him.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking 2 planes, horizontal and vertical.
Kershaw, a former MVP, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
2-1.
Outside low, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Trey Turner now. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wastes no time there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's Harper now. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around second is Turner, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Alec Bohm now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Fastball for a strike. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Castellanos.
In the dirt. Harper stands at second with 2 gone. Out to short. Betts slings it across, and Castellanos is out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Second inning set to go. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one. Edman in his 6th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. He's usually in center field, but today starting at second.
It's a big adjustment in my opinion, and I'm going to be paying attention to how he's able to turn potential double plays. Get your back to the runner, back to first base. See how he negotiates that back.
3-1.
Right through there. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here comes Max Muncy. That's too low. And that's ball 1. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. And there's a ball. That misses. 3-2 down. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Teoscar Hernandez stands in now, looks at that one inside. In the air, left field, down the line, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Had a swing and a miss, made with a fastball. And now the center fielder, James Outman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that one fouled off. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Smith gathers, throws, beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. This is Bryson Stott. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Sosa to the plate. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Johan Rojas. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that will end the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning, Michael Conforto will climb in. Wheeler back to work. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Swings another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time. Fouled off. He was late.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that is downstairs. 1-2 to count. Stays alive. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1.
Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. On the ground to short. Bats up with it. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Turner now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On the ground out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Bryce Harper to the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. On the corner for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. That one just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way
Turner runs on the ground, and that's just foul. Out to short, bats up with it. And that is that. As we go to the top of the fourth. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
up to the left, into foul ground. Real Muto sizes this one up, has room, and he makes the catch.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Smith swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Right through there for a strike. That missed by a lot. Ball one. The Dodgers down by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. And here comes Tommy Edman. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one way inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh on the move. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Castellanos.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Hernandez makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Here's JT Real Muto. 0 for 1 so
Real
far.
Muto.
Oh, he gloves it. Fires to first. Pretty nice play there.
The batter, number 5.
2 down, base is empty. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
In the dirt. On to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. New inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Max Muncy. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that's in the dirt. Swings through that one.
1 and 2.
And there's a ball. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Real Muto down to first with it. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Pitches in the dirt. 1-0. Hernandez in his 8th season, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. At the plate, James Outman struck out swinging his first time.
Outman.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And that one is going to go. He'll touch them all. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next for L.A., Michael Conforto. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Hit in the air out to center field. Rojas settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning. And now Edmundo Sosa. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
There's a swing and a drive. Hernandez right there to make the grab. And a quick out, number 1. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Sliced hard but foul.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Outman makes his way towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And a curve misses outside. Check swing went around. And the count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the power speed combo, Shohei Ohtani. And he steps off.
Now
out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
Number 58.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Fought off foul. Hard on the ground to first. Harper takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
That's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, He's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. Kershaw back to work. Hard hit to third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here comes Bryce Harper.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner takes off. And that's fouled off. Ball one there. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around second is Turner. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in the play. First and second, no outs. And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos.
No ball.
Harper on second. Bohm at first with no outs. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. Popped up, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the catcher,
JT Realmuto steps in. Golden opportunity right here. Puts a bunt down. Edman. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Bryson Stott digs in now.
Number 5, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight.
And that's the inning.